日本代表？そいつらってワールドカップ優勝してなくない？世界一になる話してん。どうだ！最悪だろ！
I've never watched a sports anime to completion in my life, and the ones that I tried to, I couldn't even get a quarter way through. What can I say? I like my Japanese cartoons goofy, thrilling, plot-driven, or action-packed. I am a man of tradition. What do I look like watching animated, sweaty men passionately play around with balls? But then I got bored, caved in, and decided to see what the hype was about, and maybe the idea of guys playing around with balls isn't that bad after. It's nice to see that we have diverted from that formula of we are a team, let's win regionals as a team. We suck so bad. But by the 50th episode, somehow through the power of friendship, we will win nationals together. No. The theme here is every man for himself. After losing regionals, Isagi goes home distraught that he wasn't able to make it to nationals and the possibility that his dream of being a soccer superstar may remain only a dream. He then receives a letter from the Japanese Football Union requesting his presence at a specific location. Upon getting there, he finds out that him and 299 others have been selected to carry out an elimination process to decide and train the best striker amongst them who would play in the World Cup for Japan. Now, all 300 guys in this room are strikers, so it begs the question. How exactly is teamwork going to be incorporated into this if everyone is playing the same role? It doesn't. This isn't about teamwork. This is about being the main character. The belief of Blue Lock is that football matches are not won through teamwork or airtight formations or the skill stats of a team or any of that. A match is simply won by scoring more goals than your opponent. Incredibly obvious, I know, but simultaneously sounds stupid hearing it for the first time, especially if you have any basic knowledge of how a game of football is properly played. But like I said, this isn't about teamwork. This is about me. And who else will have more eyes on them than the person who scores goals? At the end of the day, your great-grandmother's dog knows who Ronaldo is and that his number is 7, but couldn't identify a single goalkeeper to save his life. He who scores is him. And what does anime love more than putting 100-year-old women into the bodies of 12-year-old girls? Racism. And also him moments. Anime loves a good him moment, so much so that it sometimes underdevelops its female characters for the sake of the male cast. This is something anime and football have in common because who is watching women's soccer? But just as there are men who can spend hours arguing about who the best players are, there are men who can spend hours too arguing about who the best anime protagonists are. Both parties need jobs. Combining these two things, Blue Lock offers an amalgamation of hype that some people have described as sports anime Squid Game, which is mostly accurate. But rather than lose your life by falling through thin glass, you lose your qualification to ever play football for Japan, so basically the same thing. But to truly survive Blue Lock, you have to prove you have a right to be there. You have to prove that you are that guy. And that's why our main character looks basic as hell. I'm not even joking. First time I saw this guy, I was mesmerized by how unremarkable he was. Nothing about him stood out. He didn't even look like a side character because at least they had personality to their design. He looked like an audience member, crowd fodder, an unimportant entity walking down the street, equivalent to grass. He would breeze his way to the top of an elimination round of most average looking anime protagonist, looking like the protagonist in a romance anime where more detail is put into furniture than the actual cast. And that's why he's perfect. In the scene where we see the 300 get introduced to the concept of Blue Lock and they are all in the same place, it's clear the characters we will be seeing in upcoming episodes, they just stood out among the rest. I mean, look at that hair, those eyes, those outfits, that
double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
Even without an idea of their personality, you want to know who they are. That's the him factor that Isagi severely lacks simply in appearance. And then the ball starts rolling and then you realize that though he has it in skill, everyone else is just as skilled. Well, most. Isagi is good, but a lot of the other players in Blue Lock are gooder. That's why he's the main character. He's the least interesting out of majority of the characters we see in every way. A self-insert character, if you will. Basically, sports anime Kirito. The anime to me is carried by the other characters. It's difficult to even call some of them side characters because of how interesting they are. From Kunigami's power shots to Bachira breaking ankles from one half of the field to another, to Raichi's teeth, to Chigiri's speed, to Gagamaru's agility, to Igarashi's incompetence, to... and then Nagi flexing on everybody. He just did a backflip. The teamwork element still exists within the anime. After all, you need to be a decent enough team to win a match. And even off the field, the dynamics between Team Z members is cool to see. I just finished watching the first 12 episodes along with season 1 of Vinland Saga, and I'm so enthralled by both the blood, the fights, the war, the thrill, the weight of the story. Vinland Saga is alright too, I guess, but I can't wait to watch the remaining episodes and see what's up.